This is your spoiler warning for Werewolves Run, the horror novella by Jason Parent.
And The Wolf King, the fantasy romance drama by Lauren Palphreyman.
What's this? We're reading? That's crazy! Must be that we're biting books.
Chewing on them a lot. Chomping down. Sybil's gonna cut me off. Oh no. Oh God, when I stop talking, I'll have disappeared.
Even a man who is pure in heart and says his prayers by night may become a wolf when the wolf bane blooms.
The autumn moon is bright.
The wolf creature! It's out there, isn't it? You've seen it, haven't you?
A strange beast, somewhat resembling a wolf.
I'm not your mother.
Did you stop recording to say that?
No, I was just checking recording.
Oh.
But important bit to have on recording. I'm not your fucking mother, Matthew, right?
You're not?
All right, come to my breast.
All right.
Oh, off! There's no milk there, Matthew! Off! You're drawing blood! Matthew! Shut the fuck up! Oh, that's unfortunate. You fucking beast.
Oh, fuck off.
Got 32
Stop being funny!
I got 32 tiny little marks in my tit now.
Shut the fuck up!
Yes?
Oh my God, we need to start this fucking episode. Okay.
Yeah. And whose fault is that, Matthew?
Yours, Jesus. Welcome back to When the Wolf's Bane Blooms, your podcast for all werewolf and werewolf adjacent media. I'm Mangy Matt, and I'm here with...
Sexy Sybil, baby!
And we're here today to talk about something a bit different than what we usually talk about. We're doing books.
Oh yeah, this is a book episode. We had a little discussion right before this where we decided on the name, and what'd we come to, Matthew?
We came to either biting books or book bites. I think biting books works better. Biting books.
We decided on the stupidest title of just a werewolf biting a book. That's what we're doing. We're picking up some literature, we're biting it. Matt is barely literate, as we've shown in previous episodes. I don't have an English degree. I can't always get to the heart of what every story means, but we are going to enjoy, we're going to review, and we're going to talk about how does this fare in terms of werewolf depictions. And what's also great is we haven't talked to each other about what each book we've brought in is.
I don't even know what book Sybil read.
I don't know what Matt book.
Yeah, no.
I don't know what Matt book.
You got that.
Matt book.
Yep.
Book what, Matt?
Book what? Hello, Sybil?
Matt book what book?
Book Sybil what, Matt?
Show.
Oh. I don't have a hard copy. I
present for discussion my book, Werewolves Run by Jason Parent.
Wow. That's pretty cool. That is significantly shorter than mine.
It's very tiny.
Mine had 51 chapters. 59 chapters, my apologies.
That's crazy. This one has like 8.
Yeah.
Well, I figured, I had this read in a 2-day span. I figured we would be reading them and finishing them in like a week.
You bum.
And I was like, okay, I was busy at the time. And I was like, great, grab a short little book, we'll do this. And then Matt was like, I took a little longer than I thought. Even though Matt had set the original deadline.
I did. See, I thought we were reading like full novels. See, seeing yours, I am now more inclined to talk about the other things that I read in preparation for this episode, i.e. 12 fanfics.
That's nice.
However, my book was The Wolf King, let me pull it up, by, and I need to look at her last name again because I don't want to pronounce it wrong, Lauren Palphreyman. Yes, it's right here. It's quite wonderful. It's up right now on my wonderful little Kindle. It has a beautiful cover title. Can I please?
Show me. I want
I'm trying to.
I'm so impatient.
Yeah, look at this thing that our listeners will not be able to see.
It will be up on the Instagram.
It will be up on the Instagram.
If anyone would like to see go up to the Instagram at wolfsbanepod. We have not posted regularly because Matt's a bum.
That is true.
In the past couple of weeks. Before that, we've
Yes.
been good, and we're about to return, and it's been good.
And drop some pretty great little bits.
Yeah, we got some great bits. You're about to see Matt without his pants on.
Whoa.
Get ready
hold
for
on.
that.
I didn't think we were dropping that until like next month.
Oh, my bad. That's just for my files.
Oh, I understand. Yeah.
All right, so let's do some brief sum-ups. What type of book is your book?
My book is a little bit combination of a serious kind of fantasy drama on top of a pretty spicy romance. It's pretty great. There's a nice love triangle that happens in between the three kind of main-ish characters of Callum, who is the werewolf king, Aurora, who is the princess of the enemy state of the werewolves. Two warring factions, the werewolves and the humans. Aurora is a princess of that, and Blake is her to-be husband.
That is so your type of story.
Oh, it so is. It's wonderful.
You
It's
love
great.
fantasy so
It
much.
was lovely to read. It was great.
So this story that I have right here, it is a novella. It's about like 100 pages, a little bit over, I think, maybe a little under. It's a little under. It's very short. Finished it in like 2 days over the winter break, which is how long ago it was before Matt continually got sick and we kept pushing this episode off. I got this years ago attending a convention in Massachusetts called TerrorCon, which is a wonderful convention. Shout it out. I got to meet the author there, and I immediately saw this book and I went, what the fuck? What is that? What is that? And he was like, well, it's about werewolves. Let me explain the plot. And I went, no, thank you. I will take it.
That's a very you thing to do, of seeing something with a vaguely werewolf-looking thing on it and being like, because you've mentioned doing that to like 7 different things now at this point.
I have. Anything with independent, like smaller artists that have a werewolf on it, I'm gonna buy it. Especially for this podcast. Like, I have a zine here that's a trans werewolf erotica zine that I bought with the same thing. I bought a small werewolf comic book that I came across at a queer, I forgot what it's called. It was just like an arts fair that was going on at the same time that I bought for the same reason. Just like I run a werewolf podcast. I love supporting small independent artists, and I love werewolves. Mine is a little thriller. The story is about this young boy, Conrad, and one day, werewolves come, and they kill his fucking mother. His mother hides him underneath the floorboards. He's never known his father. And when his mother is killed by werewolves, absolutely ripped to shreds, he really doesn't know if they're werewolves. He just knows there's werewolf or beasts of some kind. His long-lost father returns and sort of admits that he's been a werewolf hunter all these years, and he, came back, wasn't in time to protect his son or his wife, but now is here to protect his son. And then they go on a quest to get rid of these last couple of werewolves that are around this town, that are plaguing this town. And so the father goes off, hunts some werewolves. They capture a werewolf. They capture werewolves in human form. And it's a little quest about hunting down werewolves. It's much more thriller based. Very quick, very action-y. Reminds me of a book series I read when I was a kid. And I'm not sure, did you ever read like the really small fantasy books when you were a kid that would always come in like a series? For me, it was Beast Quest all the time. This series, it was a British fantasy series, and every single book was just the main character like fighting a different monster. And there was this like overarching narrative, but I could never follow it because I would always be like picking like 12 books away from each other and just like hopping into the story and trying to figure it out. But there's so many of them where you're in a fantasy world and it's just very quick and very to the point, and it's like, oh, geez, I've got to fight this monster. How do I fight this monster? Geez, and then you do.
So I never read anything like that, but what's immediately coming to mind, and this seems a little bit more childish than what you're talking about, is like Magic Treehouse, where there was an overarching plot, but it was kind of more like adventure of the week style short chapter books.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly about the age range.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't know why I was picturing something a bit more like for mature kids, because like Magic Tree House is really, really young. I remember reading those when I was in like 1st and 2nd grade.
Yeah. And it's like the only like difference is that instead of like going to different times in history, that sort of thing, it would just be like, oh, damn, there's a new monster and I have a sword and I've got to fight it. And there's a wizard telling me to do something. And I have a horse and I love my horse. His name is Silver.
Oh, okay.
I recently looked up the website. There's like 92 books in that series, and the author's been writing for so many years. It's insane.
That just sounds like Supernatural for kids.
Pretty much.
Monster of the week, have to go deal with it, and then figure out a bunch of important things later.
I also found, as I was doing, like just looking into that because this sparked that memory before the podcast, one of the books is called Luna the Moon Wolf. So maybe we might just dip into there. Just might check out a children's book.
It'd be really funny if I could go, because I know there's like hundreds and hundreds of Magic Tree House now. It'd be really funny if you bring that in and I go look for like a werewolf Magic Tree House book. I feel like that would be really silly.
There's probably some.
There's gotta be.
There's so many children's books with werewolves. There's so many
sure.
things that we could bring into this biting books segment, these types of episodes.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the Were-World series?
The Were-World? No.
It's just one that I would always see in bookstores. Like, where'd you grow up again, Matt? You grew up in Rhode Island?
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you have like a local bookstore? You had more access to cities than I did as a kid.
Yeah. My local bookstore was, for a while it was Borders, and then Borders shut down and was replaced with Barnes & Noble, which is still open today over on...
Barnes & Noble has so much stuff.
Oh, Barnes & Noble is wonderful, and it's just gotten bigger and bigger over the years. I remember it being like such a small little bookstore that had a couple rows and then like a little kids corner in the back, and now the one on Bald Hill is massive.
It
is
so massive.
Oh, it's wonderful. You can get lost in there for like 2 hours. And that was kind of always how I got my books, and it shows. You go to my childhood home where my parents live and where I'm living right now, and in like downstairs we have shelves and shelves and shelves and shelves of books. So honestly, I could probably find some old like kids werewolf books in there that I have long forgotten I even own.
Great. My hometown bookstore was Book World. Have you ever heard of that chain?
Nope.
It might have only been in like the Midwest, but I'm from Northern Michigan. And it was like the only bookstore besides like one used bookstore that was there, but it was the only opportunity I ever had to get newer books. And it was like the size of just a normal size store, just not huge at all. Couple of rows, exactly what you were describing. And that was it for the town. That was it for like hundreds of miles in terms of a bookstore.
Really?
And you would go there, and I'd get like allowance money every week for doing a lot of chores, and I'd walk down, and my usual thing was I'd buy the newest like American Chillers and Michigan Chillers by Jonathan Rand. I've mentioned him many times because he was a huge influence, huge love of mine when I was a kid. I just always loved the books, but I would see those like, I believe it was a Scholastic series, The Were-World, on the bottom shelf. And so it was a long series of just like, first one's got a werewolf on it, and the next one's like, oh, they're turning into were-jaguars, and something like that.
See, you mentioned Scholastic, and I immediately thought, so we always had the Barnes & Noble and Borders and whatever, and blah, 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 blah. And I would assume there are other bookstores that I don't even know about. But the main attraction of books for little me was always the Scholastic Book Fair. And I'm not sure if you had those.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay. Then you know exactly what this was. Set up in the cafeteria or the gymnasium, a bunch of books all in a row, and we would always go down, and my classmates would buy books, and blah, 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 blah. And I loved it. I loved it so much. Every single time I knew there was going to be a Scholastic Book Fair at school, I would go to my parents. I'd be like, Ma, Dad, you need to load me up with as much money as you possibly can, which was usually like $20.
Yeah.
And I would go in with my bright and shiny $20 bill, and I would get the first thing I could see that looked somewhat interesting. And some of my favorite childhood books come from there. But one I remember so distinctly is this red, like, big book. It's like a big picture book. And it's just, like, creatures of mythology. And on the front is a big, like, wolf creature. And I have forgotten about it for so long until you just mentioned Scholastic, and it popped into my head that that's one of my Scholastic Book Fair things. But it has, like, 7 different wolf monsters in it of different kinds of, like, the Beast of Gevadon and,
I used to love those books,
just,
too.
oh my God, they're wonderful. I was such a, like, a nonfiction, quote unquote, kid when I was younger. I loved these, like, visual encyclopedias and so on and so forth. And that, I could probably find that book. I know that book is downstairs somewhere. But yeah, that was more my vibe compared to, like, getting chapter books early on.
Yeah, I loved them all. And a lot of the chapter books at Scholastic Book Fair weren't as entertaining as some of those.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about our books then.
Yeah.
Would you like to go first, or should I?
You go ahead.
All right. Werewolves Run by Jason Parent. Jason Parent, nice little guy. Did you know? He's a Rhode Island author.
Really?
Yeah, he writes some thriller, some horror books. His website is authorjasonparent.com. Nice little guy. He's got, like, this nice little description in the back that's like, I guess he lives in New England, but mostly he's living in his mind, that sort of thing. This story has this main character, Conrad, and he's dealing with his father and this ability to trust his father. And this, like, hunting down of the werewolves is simplistic in, like, a plot sort of storyline. Doesn't make it less entertaining, but that's where I started to link it back to those Beast Quest books, because there's not that much exploration of character in those scenes. There's not much complex fighting internally. It's just like, okay, I gotta kill these werewolves. All right, this is a very quick, like, external battle. Things about these werewolves. Their eyes have this quality to them, even when they are human, that makes them identifiable. So when someone is like a werewolf who is transformed into human, it's like this beast has been living inside this human shell. And it even describes how after years and years of a wolf being inside of a human, it starts to, like, manifest. They become more bestial. They get hairier. They get taller. That sort of thing. Describes it's got a nice ferocity with a lot of it. You can always see, like, I love the art on the cover. It's absolutely fantastic. But even the description, like, it's always like, oh, these claws are sabers, and these werewolves are very brutal. They kidnap this man who they think is a werewolf, and they put him in this one device that is like a collar with spikes and cuffs that also have spikes in them. So that it's not necessarily like touching him when they put it in, but if he grows, into a werewolf, it stabs him.
Oh.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
And what's interesting about this is then Conrad is left alone with this person who they, like, torture to get information out of, while his father goes off to, like, find the werewolf lair and kill some other werewolves.
Mm-hmm.
That seems pretty fun. He kills, like, 3 werewolves at once. No, he kills 2 werewolves, a woman werewolf, and then a little baby werewolf.
Oh.
Come on. What, you don't like killing baby werewolves? What's wrong with you? What the fuck?
Not particularly. It's a baby.
Maybe a little bit of werewolf. It's a monster. It's a freak, shouldn't you know?
That's mean.
I don't think so.
I feel like you could take the approach of, like, oh, you're a baby werewolf. I'm going to take you home and pat your head a little bit, and then I'm going to raise you to be a good baby werewolf.
In a lot of this one, it's very interesting. It's very much like, at least these characters' worldviews is like, there is an evil possessing them. It is not just like a different kind of thing. It's not like these people are choosing to do evil. It's like, werewolf is an evil thing. They need to be exterminated. They will kill, they will hunt, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
There's no idea of, like, a werewolf not killing humans in this example. And one werewolf gets out from this sort of encounter with Conrad's father, who is not named in this book. He is just called Conrad's father the entire book. Despite the fact that it's being written in third person, I would think that like it would just name him. Like I could understand if it was like maybe in Conrad's perspective being like, father is this. But even in third person perspective, he's just written as father then did this.
Interesting. Okay.
It's revealed this last werewolf killed Conrad's family when he was young. Like he's that old of a werewolf. And then he's like, well, now I'm going to hunt whatever you have left. And he can sniff, follow the trail, bam, go hunting. These werewolves change at the full moon. There's a kill of a werewolf in this book that is so much fun because the father absolutely runs out of silver, right? Has none on him. Werewolf transforms and he's like, I don't know what the fuck to do. And so his main thing is, I'm gonna hit this werewolf with my horse running at full speed.
Does it work?
It knocks him to the ground and like severely injures him. And then, like when it like knocks him out, like knocks him to the ground, he picks up this enormous fucking rock and drops it on this werewolf's head and just like squishes it. But because you know that like a werewolf has to transform into a human when they're actually dead, and he doesn't do that, he's like, God damn it, picks up the rock, bam, does it again and again. I'm gonna see real quick if I can find this bit. Yeah, so here we go. Somehow he made it. The boulder fell from his arms the moment he had reached the destination. The impact came with a nauseating squish. The werewolf's head smashed like rotten fruit beneath the tremendous force. Its twitching stopped. When humanity did not return to the beast, Father rolled the rock off it and repeated the process, and mashed its head and smeared blood and brain matter upon the rock and Father's arms. 3 more times, Father raised and dropped that rock. On the 4th time, his arms gave out. Eventually, because the rock, he does it 4 times, and still this guy isn't transforming back, despite his brains being everywhere. He just knows the regenerative power is so strong. He grabs the werewolf's hand and its claws and makes it cut its own head off and then drags it away from the body. And only then does it revert back to human form. Which I think, I just loved how it sort of exemplified, like, yeah, it's tough to kill a werewolf without silver. And in the way that it describes killing a werewolf without silver, I 100% believe it.
That is okay. I don't think we've ever so far seen or heard a kill like that.
Yeah, using a werewolf against itself is quite interesting.
Yeah.
The hitting the horse against it, I believe it's like the hoof collided with the side of the werewolf and literally like takes its jaw off. Ooh. It's quite intense, it's bloody, it's a very fun, like, this is a thriller novel. This is something that's just like high energy, fast paced, loving it the entire time. And yeah, that kill really is something.
That rocks.
You then head back, and Conrad has been left alone with this one werewolf. And the full moon comes, and this man who's like pleading with Conrad is like, I'm not a fucking werewolf, man. Like, God will forgive you, please. And the moon comes, and he doesn't change into a werewolf. And Conrad's like, oh no, I'm so sorry. And starts to undo this silver clasp that's on him. And of course, when he starts to undo that silver clasp, the hand starts to grow. And so it becomes this big thing. There's this final fight, and Conrad gets slashed in that altercation with that final beast. Conrad is able to kill that werewolf. Father comes in. It's sort of this climactic thing. It's like, oh, good, you were able to kill that werewolf. And Conrad then stabs his father so that he will not die as a werewolf. Because he's just like, his father had like abandoned him as a kid. Like he had saved him right now. He had done a bunch of stuff with the werewolves, but that trust had never been there. And so there's this ending bit of the novel where he gets to like live his life as a werewolf.
Okay, I suppose that's fun. That's really nice.
His body screamed for what seemed like an eternity. When the agony dissipated, his chest had healed. His muscles were stronger than they had ever been, alive and alert just like the rest of him. Sniffing the air, he caught a pleasing aroma. The smell of hot blood pulsing through veins. He carried on into the woods, 1 foot in front of another, all 4 feet on the ground. And then that's the end of this novella.
That's really fun.
Yeah.
That's really silly.
And so, it's not the most complicated of werewolf stories. It's not anything that leaves me like, oh, that's the most amazing thing. This changes everything. But I really loved how it interpreted werewolves. It was a very fun, very fast-paced story. And I had like no qualms with this werewolf interpretation.
Very good.
Any questions? Does that make sense with you?
Yeah. That.
Is that helping your understanding? Will you be able to pass the test?
I think so. Yeah. I'm trying to ingrain it into my mind. Can I ask how many questions there will be on the test?
40.
Fuck. I forgot everything after like 30 questions. After that, I'm done. So I'll just get 10 wrong. That's fine. I'll deal with that.
That's not how tests work. You
Yeah, it is.
stupid,
No,
stupid kid. You're so stupid.
That's exactly how it works. Because at 30 questions, I'm going to throw my hands up in the air because I'm done doing work and I'm not going to care what grade I get.
All
All right.
Tell me about your smut.
Yeah. My Smut's wonderful. I'm realizing that I made a mistake with names earlier. The betrothed is Sebastian, not Blake. I mixed the two of them up. I
read a whole book and you couldn't get 2 names right.
I wrote them wrong in my notes. That's on me. Anyway. So, the book follows, for the most part, Aurora, who is the princess of one kingdom, who is betrothed to this man, Sebastian, Why are your eyes like that? Are you that interested? Is this really engaging? Do you like this kind of format of me talking like this?
What are you talking about?
What do you mean? What are you talking? This is gaslighting. This is always gaslighting. So Aurora is a princess, and she it's so creepy. Stop doing it. Just over the microphone, I see your eyes as wide as possible. So Aurora is a princess, and a lot of the beginning of the story is following how she is just kind of being used as an item, as a tool, as a reward. She's going to be married off to Sebastian because he is a very strong ally of her father, and she kind of just has to deal with it until she meets Callum, who is an alpha wolf. And
An alpha?
An alpha.
There's alphas
an
in this?
alpha.
There's so many stories with fucking alphas.
There has to be.
No, there does not,
they
you
do.
motherfucker.
Yeah, they do.
Why does there have to be?
Because it's silly.
So there can be a good rough fucking?
Yeah.
So that the cock can reach all the way up into all your internal organs?
Yeah.
So it can rip?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, anyway. So.
What makes the alpha in this case? What does it mean?
He's strong. He is the brother of the current Wolf King, who is James.
Wait, the Wolf King isn't the alpha?
No, they're both alphas.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's an alpha.
What does that mean?
They're alphas.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean in this world?
They strong.
But alpha doesn't mean shit. It's not real.
Let me go find the definition of it. Because you absolutely need to stop this entire
Are you talking like in the book or just in
the book?
Yeah, like is there a specific definition given in
They're
this book?
referred to as alphas. I didn't put it in my note.
Okay, but just
They are just referred to as alphas.
they're just referred to. It doesn't explain. There's not anything different about them.
There's an explanation. I didn't write it down in my notes. My notes were quick.
You couldn't
Sybil,
remember shit.
we read this 2 months ago.
Matt doesn't have a good literacy, and he's the one that caused it to be 2 months ago.
So many things I did. I 100% did. That's on me. So many things have happened in the past 2 months. They are alphas. Just accept that. You have to live with it. You just have to say yes and to the alpha. Stop doing the eye thing! So, James, the current Wolf King, he hates all people. Does not like the people.
Because they're humans and he's a werewolf?
Yes.
Yeah.
Callum is a bit more agreeable. And he and Aurora are the two that meet. And they form a bond. And she starts to develop a fondness for the werewolves, who Sebastian hates. He refers to them as dirty, filthy, rotten mutts, so on, so forth. He despises them. But he is also just like an awful human. So all of this can really be taken with like, oh, he's awful, he is a bad ruler, he's kind of just like a political benefactor to Aurora's father. And as the bond between Aurora and Callum continues to strengthen, there are turns in the tides of power of eventually in the story, Aurora starts to develop her own agency, her own self-importance, her own sense of I am taking control of my own narrative, and ends up killing Sebastian.
Hell yeah. Murder.
To go off with Callum. And Callum ends up dethroning his brother James.
Rad.
Yeah. And throughout the entire thing, the two of them continue to develop a relationship. And there's this really, really nice idea. I should also mention Blake, the other character that I misnamed. Callum, Blake, and James all kind of represent different forms of how they lead people. Where James and Callum are both emotional. James lets his emotion take over with hatred. Callum lets his emotions take over with compassion and forgiveness and actually trying to understand the other side. And Blake kind of throws both of those out the window with a lot of manipulation and just looking at it from a very logical, pragmatic point of view. But we're not worried about that right now. I really want to just talk about Callum and Aurora because there's this really, really nice bit at the very end of the book. Chapter 50? It's 50 or 51. Where...
Well, which one?
I can't remember exactly.
This is
which
important.
one.
People are going to be looking it up.
Do you want me to look it up right now?
No.
I'll go look it up right now.
No, I'm fucking...
Okay, cool. I think it's 51. I think I'm double guessing. But regardless of what chapter it is, it's right at the end where the two of them are going to have sex. And...
That's scandalous!
Shut the fuck up.
Matthew,
And
you gotta eliminate that from your vocabulary. Stop telling me to shut the fuck up on a podcast.
Sex? You don't want me to say sex?
Yeah.
Okay, then I won't. They're going to pork.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Stop telling me to shut the fuck up on a podcast. It ruins all flow, you piece of shit.
Okay.
Ruins all momentum. It stops everything. It ruins the mood.
You're interrupting me now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to talk about them having sex.
Because I need you to stop doing this.
I'm trying to talk about having sex.
Sex?
Sex?
Ooh. Pinot.
Well, one Pinot.
Speaking of sex,
What?
do you know Quinn?
Quinn?
Some random like audio erotica app.
No.
Fucking Andrew Scott did some stuff for them.
What?
They hired Andrew Scott to do, and your story reminded me so much of it that I just had to get it. Andrew Scott, so he's the very sexy boy, the hot priest from Fleabag.
Yes,
Big thing,
I know
yeah.
who Andrew Scott is.
There's other people in the world.
Okay, fine. Go.
And they hired him to play like this. I think it's like the Queen's Guard is the name of this story, and so it's exactly the tone that you're talking about, where it's like this medieval thing, and it's like the Queen's main guard, and there's this girl who's like this leader of the rebels who he used to be in a relationship with, and he keeps going and hunting her. And then every time he keeps meeting up, he's like, "You can't be here." Like, not like whatever his accent. I can't ever do that. I wasn't even thinking of it. And then so he pins her against the wall. He's like, "Oh, you've gotten worse." And then he's like, "Oh, what are you doing, rubbing up against it?" And it's just him alone. Like it's not a full cast audio drama. It's one of those where it's just like, gosh, well, gee, what are you doing here? Well, yes, of course I'm gonna get hard. You're rubbing your crotch up against me. Yes, well, obviously I missed you, but I have my duties. I may have listened to like 1 or 4 episodes.
That's a big difference. That's a big difference.
I may have wanted to check it out.
Just a little bit.
I mean, this is Andrew Scott.
Just a little bit of potato bit.
Usually audio drama stuff, audio erotic, not really for me, but his voice is very sweet.
Almost like Sweet Sybil's voice.
I'm so sweet.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do some audio erotica for you, Matt?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I'll do it for you.
Can we have your best audio erotica right now?
Yeah, okay.
Just like a sampling.
Oh, hey, what's up? Yeah, sure. Come on in. Oh, gosh, you walked all the way here? No, here, I'll make you something. Yeah, you worked real hard today. I'm proud of you. Yeah, I've just been doing my Is that your dick? Oh, there's just a hole in your pants. Here, I'll go get my sewing supplies. I'm so womanly. I do all the woman things. Here, let me take care of you. Oh! I'm sorry, I fell over it. I didn't mean to touch. I'm stroking it. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my God. Puh. Oh, I didn't mean to spit on it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Don't come. Don't do it. Don't paint the walls.
Oh my God.
How'd I do? Is that good?
I love how the entire thing was just an increase of anxiety. Oh fuck, I didn't mean for that to. Oh fuck, that also happened. Oh fuck.
I didn't mean to spit on it.
It was never at any point like something genuine. It was always like, oh, is that your dick? Oh, you got a hole in your pants. Okay, I'll go sew it up. Oh fuck, I accidentally fell. Oh fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Shit. I will say, as a descriptor, you were talking about, oh, I'm so womanly. Did your boobs bounce boobily as you boobled away?
Yeah, you could hear that. In post, they'll add the boing, boing,
Of course, because that is very important.
That is. It's also good to just have the general, like...
Oh, wait, yeah, let me just like...
Oh, no. I didn't mean to be rubbing up against it.
I love how that makes it sound like sandpaper. Like, oh, yeah, here, do you enjoy this?
Oh, I'll give you a good scratch behind the ears. Who's a good boy? This is probably terrible, and it's not going to come up when I put the audio stuff on it.
No, it's fine. It'll be great. This is great. This is what the podcast was always meant to be. It was.
You know what's great?
What?
Your novel.
Oh my God! Yeah,
the sex scene you were about to describe.
Yeah. I was going to describe it because it's really sweet. Because before anything happens, the two of them talk about being scared to do it.
Aw.
Because both of them have a reservation. And it's real.
Is it to like a fancy dinner?
No. I mean, like, Aurora's like, I don't want to disappoint you because I'm a virgin. And Callum's like, I don't want to disappoint you because I want to make sure that you feel good and that this is like a positive experience for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that it was just a really, really sweet scene going into the end of the book, which they do end up having sex. It's very nice. They grow closer together. It's a wonderful. This also takes place over the span of like 3 more chapters. So it's very, very wonderful little scene. And it leads right into the climax where... Not literal climax. That was... Of Callum becoming... taking the throne, becoming king. James is defeated, and he has the potential to try and fight Callum for the throne, but the book ends with Callum on the throne, Aurora with him, and it leads into the next book, which I have not read yet.
Ooh,
I know.
Oh, I love me a good sequel.
Oh yes, there are 2 sequels to this, to my understanding.
I love sequels. I just have a genuine love of continuing things, and I love continuing things for way too long.
Like the bit you just did about an audio erotica.
That was your fault.
That couldn't have possibly been my
You
fault.
egged me on too long. But it's like Saw 6, amazing movie.
Yeah.
Like it's one of the best in the series.
I've never seen Saw 6.
It's amazing. You haven't
it?
seen Saw 6?
I haven't seen most of the Saw movies.
That's because you're a little bitch. Sorry.
I am a little bit.
I'm sorry.
No, you're so right.
We went to Saw 10. You came and saw Saw 10 together.
Oh, God.
And we were all so excited because I'm a huge Saw fan. A friend of ours, Liam, is a huge Saw fan. And in the middle of this movie, you left. And I was like, oh, okay, Matt's going to the bathroom. And never came back.
I was not going to the bathroom.
And I was like, oh no, Matt is sick. Oh, poor Matt. Poor Matt, he's probably shitting his brains out right now. That poor boy. And then I come out of the theater, and Matt emerges from the bathroom. And I go, oh no, Matt, you poor boy, you've been shitting your brains out this entire time. No. No, Matt was just hanging out and just was in the bathroom again, I guess, coincidentally. Because you're a little gross.
No, I had a panic attack.
Oh yeah, why?
Because I thought that it would be a great idea, because I don't usually watch gory horror movies like that. I don't like movies like Saw, where it's just a ton of very realistic looking gore or over the top looking gore. And I thought that it would be so much better if I got myself a little bit tipsy so that I really wasn't like paying attention and I could just like whatever.
That's really funny.
I was tipsy up until the first gore scene and immediately sobered up and immediately felt ill because, can we spoil things about Saw?
Yeah, quick spoilers for Saw X, the first trap, I'm guessing.
Yes, the very first, the head.
Yeah, well, first she is given, what's it called? Kind of like a piano wire, but it's a saw, jiggly saw, to cut her leg off. And she does so, and then has to stick a thing in her leg to suck out bone marrow and collect enough to like have a certain weight. And she does it, but she just doesn't get enough in time, so a different like string / saw like comes through, slices off her head, it falls to the floor.
I'm already getting sick just thinking about this scene.
It's pretty fucking rad. It was good. Even I was like, ooh, for the bone marrow bit.
No. Just think about the bone marrow. Oh my God, I feel ill. My stomach hurts. No, I saw that and my vision went blurry. My heart started racing. And I was like, I cannot be in this theater anymore. I got up, I went in the bathroom, and I called my mother. And I was like, Mother, you were right. This movie is bad.
You were right. The people in the city are mean.
No! Because I was like, I'm going to go see Saw. And my parents looked at me like,
You're going to go see Saw?
Yes, I'm going to go see Saw at the playground. With my little propeller hat as I walk out with my big spiral lollipop.
Yay.
Parents, I'm going to go see Saw with the boys. No, because I was like, goodbye, parents. I'm going to go see the new Saw movie. And both of them looked at me cross like, Matthew, you are our child. We know you better than probably most people in the world. Why in the fuck are you going to go see Saw? And I was like, because it will be fun with my friends.
It will be. It's so fun.
Yeah, and then my mother got a wonderful I told you so moment when I sat in the bathroom for the last, I don't know, 30 to 40 minutes of that movie.
That was probably longer.
Probably longer. And just scrolled on Instagram. And that was it. Because it scared the shit out of me. Not even scared the shit out of me. I'm good with horror. We just went to go see Iron Lung, which was fantastic. Such a good movie. And that's fine. No stress there. It's just, I don't know. It's the Saw movies and things like that. It's just icky and gross and yuck and
Yeah, it's scary.
oh, it's so nasty. Ugh. Anyway, ugh.
Horror scariness is linked to that gross response, which is why a lot of those movies like literally link those two.
Yeah.
That's why like bugs show up a lot in those scary movies, because if you like see things that sort of like gross you out, you're more likely to also just be afraid in general.
But like bugs don't get me.
Well, I know, but
Yeah,
for
like-
other people they do.
That's fair. Yeah. But I mean, just for me, bugs don't get me. It's just like gore. I don't like. Oh.
You want to know my favorite Saw trap?
What?
In Saw 2, they open up this thing that's covered with a tarp, and it's a pit full of hypodermic needles.
Oh my god, I know which one that is. Don't even say that one. Don't even say that one. I didn't know that was Saw 2. I know that one and I hate it so much. Oh god.
Okay, won't go into that one.
Oh,
There's
God.
not much more to it.
Yep,
but
that's it.
they're used. And it's good. It's a good one. I love that one.
I hate that one so much.
It's very good from a storytelling perspective.
Oh my god, I heard a behind the scenes thing where they dropped like actual needles by accident in there, and then the props team had to go in for hours to find the actual needles in the pit full of fake needles.
Yeah.
Oh, hatred. Oh,
Find a needle
awful.
in a needle stack.
Shut up! Oh my god, my hair is standing on end right now. Oh, how did we even get onto this topic?
I think you were talking about your book.
I think I moved on from that.
All right, you done with your book?
Yeah,
Okay, then we are getting close to the end of this episode.
we are.
So we honestly have to get to our ratings.
We do.
So we're going to each be rating these individually because we cannot be rating each other's
Very correct.
piece.
Yeah.
Because we have not experienced them. Maybe at some point we'll go back, we'll try and read each other's. Maybe we just put them on a list.
Yeah.
But
I think it'd be fun to revisit this in like 20 episodes where we read each other's and talk about each other's from a different perspective.
yeah, save it for the pitch meeting.
All right. What do you rate yours?
Well, first, we rate things on a scale from 0 to 5. And we rate them not on how much we liked them, but we rate them on how great they are as the perfect werewolf story. Perfect being like, do they fit all the werewolf themes? Do they have the elements of a werewolf, like wake to silver, transform on the full moon, those types of things? And I'm going to say Werewolves Run is a pretty good contender, right? It's a very, like, simple story. Werewolves, weak to silver, it's so difficult to kill them if it's not silver. They only transform on the full moon. They have a pretty great description. They're definitely really threatening when they do transform into a werewolf. I really liked the tidbit where, like, you can sort of tell in just, like, the craziness of a human's eyes who is a werewolf. Like, you could never really be sure, but they just look like they got crazy eyes. And you don't really get much of the story of like anyone dealing with like the bestial elements because it's just werewolves as an antagonist. It's like, we gotta kill these werewolves, fuck these werewolves, yada, yada, yada. Usually isn't my favorite werewolf story, but completely fine as a contender. I would just say, yeah, I'm Matt.
Hello.
There's not much that detracts from this one. I'm probably gonna say this is a 5-star for me.
Really?
Because even if it's not like the absolute like perfect story and the most entertaining all the way, like the depictions of the werewolves are really fantastic, and it's through and through just good werewolf story.
Sounds good.
With them as an antagonist, which usually isn't as much of my cup of tea. I would have loved to see more of like the struggle with a werewolf. I would have loved to see more of like Conrad sort of dealing before. I might lower it to 4.5 because like that, like getting hit with that and having the deal of like, I'm about to transform into a werewolf. What, are you looking at my tits?
No, I just realized that you're wearing lake creature.
Yeah, Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm sorry. That was stupid.
Yes,
Continue.
very stupid. You're a stupid head. And
Frequently.
you will die alone.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I'll change it to 4.5 because I just wished I would have seen a bit more like internal conflict. There's really not much emotional conflict from the characters that we get to see at all. except said through dialogue, and a lot of these description, very simplistic.
Yeah, totally.
But fun story. There is a bit of sexual content in it, but without that bit of sexual content, I would have loved to give this to probably age range 14. And even then, I'd say probably suited best for 16, 17-year-olds.
I can see that.
How about you?
So, as much as I enjoyed it, I think this whole story follows that very typical the other and the humans and the other hate the humans and then two come together and form a bond and manage to figure out things. And obviously by the end there's not peace because Aurora ends up killing Sebastian and goes with the wolves. But it's not like the werewolf story of what you described, of having these werewolves be this evil force of nature and this mystery behind them and who's a werewolf and who has been infected and the moon and silver and so on, so forth. So as much as I did enjoy it, I'm probably going to stick with a 2.5. Yeah. It's really fun because you do have the alpha werewolves. And I mean, you said earlier, there always has to be an alpha werewolf. And it's
Did I say that?
You did. You absolutely.
I don't think I said that.
You said it in a mocking way of, there's always an alpha werewolf.
I don't think I did.
I'm pretty sure you did.
I think you said I'd love to get fucked by an alpha werewolf, but I think that's the closest either of us said that. I think you said I want to feel their ribbed cock up my ass.
When did I?
But I don't think.
What could I possibly have said that?
I don't think either of us said anything else. I think you said I want to come without touching it.
I would never have said that, and I am specifically not saying any of those words because the last thing I need is you splicing them together like one of those magazine cutout letters with just me saying words.
When I kidnap you, I'm sending a message to your family with excerpts from this podcast.
I like red rockets, and this is me talking.
I am in a well somewhere in the sewer system. Help me.
I've honestly halfway been waiting for something like that to happen in one of these episodes. Holy fuck, my vision's blurry from laughing.
The fuck?
Oh my god. Anyway, I think a nice a 2.5. It hits a lot of good things. It's not a full werewolf story.
Sounds lovely, Matthew.
Yeah.
And I think it's been a lovely episode.
I think it has been.
Been just a lovely time, and it's good to be reading. And this to you, fair listener, you should read more werewolf books.
Highly agree.
There's so many with the sexiest werewolves out there that are just so horny. They're all fucking each other and they're vicious and they're ripping each other apart. And if you don't want that, right, maybe you pick up a Jason Parent thriller novel and you get yourself a good kick for a little bit.
See, I think it's even more fun. I need to find the next one that I read. I need to find one that's horror, like a werewolf horror mystery book.
I can give you one.
That's what. Oh, please, because that's what I really want to read.
I have gone to Book Outlet. Do you know Book Outlet?
No.
It's just when mass market trade paperbacks, those all go out.
Yeah.
And not enough people buy them. They get sent back and there's a little dot on their bottom.
Oh.
No one cares about a little dot of a marker.
Yeah.
They get reduced crazy in price and get sold for $2 or maybe $3 or something.
Really?
And then you can buy books for crazy cheap.
Oh, wow.
And so I have a couple times gone there and gotten all the ones that say werewolf. And it pays to check every once in a while.
See, with all of this that you're talking about, of you go out and you just see something that says werewolf and you grab it, I am shocked that all of the werewolf fucking jokes have not been pointed at you. I suppose that would be on me to point them at you. I just don't do that enough.
Why would I fuck a werewolf, Matthew?
I don't know. I feel like you would.
I'm content with myself.
Okay, that's good. That has nothing to do with fucking a werewolf.
I'd fuck a werewolf so bad, God.
There it is.
Get out my
We
way.
have it. We have the clip.
That would be gross, though. Well, it's always because you always go, I love the anatomy of dogs and I want them in me.
No, I don't. I have never ever said that ever.
All right, Matt.
Yes.
To close us out on this episode, top 5 things about dog anatomy.
This is a double-edged sword because either I don't answer it and the game sucks, or I do answer
Well, I
it.
mean, we can change it. We can change it, Matt.
All right. What would you change it to?
Top 5 animals to bed.
This is worse.
My bad. Let me change this. What's your top 5 books?
My top 5 books
Yeah.
ever?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm going to do top 5 book series instead because I can't really pick specific
Matthew,
books.
why do you always do this?
Because I
No,
can't
go for it.
I can't pick like favorite books specifically. I love the Song of Ice and Fire series. I'll always love the Percy Jackson series because I feel like that.
Is this a ranking right now?
No. I can put them in a ranking.
Could you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you go 5, 4, 1,
Yeah, sure.
3, 2?
No. I'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Number 5, I'll say Song of Ice and Fire. That's one that I read more recently, and I mean, I love the world. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. It's great. Number 4. A lot of these are going to be childhood series because it kind of shaped how I enjoy and write literature now.
Well, you just have never grown up.
I'm going to lunge at you.
Matt, what shirt are you wearing?
Jurassic Park. I was going to get to that. That's number 2. You fucking bum. You're spoiling my ranking. Number 5 is Song of Ice and Fire. Number 4, I will say, is yeah. Get your laughs out. Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
They're
Yeah.
out. They're out.
You good?
I'm good.
Are you good?
I'm good.
Are you sure?
Just continue.
Okay. Next, I'll say Dune. I love Dune. I really, really do. I will follow that up with, I'll say, this is close because I both want to put the Witcher series and the Lord of the Rings. 2 massively influential fantasy series, like high fantasy, high magic series that I both read. I read both of them when I was young. They massively influenced what I enjoy today. Number 2 is Jurassic Park and the Lost World because I love them. Shut up. And number 1 is Percy Jackson because it kind of started that trend of
Your love of teenagers.
my love of fantasy books.
You love fantasy.
I love fantasy.
That's
I
good.
adore fantasy. It's possibly my favorite thing ever.
I like some fantasy. That's
Yeah.
good. I really like scary stuff.
I know you do. I'm going to recommend you a scary book. It has nothing to do with werewolves, but it has a really cool creature in it. It's really fun.
Go for it.
It's called Relic.
Oh, yeah, I know that one.
You do? Yeah. I can't remember the author's names. Lincoln and Child. I want to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll look into it. And I will recommend you a fantasy book.
Yeah. Give me one of your horror werewolf books.
A horror werewolf book?
Yeah, you said you have like a horror werewolf mystery
Well,
book.
we can go look at the shelf, honestly,
That's so true. Yeah.
because I can't pull a ton of them off my head, and I haven't read a ton of them.
Yeah.
I've just purchased them because I have been saving them for this podcast specifically. You read the Discworld?
I have not.
You should read the Discworld.
Okay.
At least some.
All right, sure.
Those are funny.
Yeah. Sounds good. Want to close this out?
Oh.